more Eastern, but among the more British countries, the president said that he has got no competitor in 2027. But unfortunately, there is a line. There are a lot of presidential aspirants who are very willing to compete with him. Fairly, he said that apart from the red line there's nobody who's going to compete with him. My name is Shani James. I'm here with one of the presidential aspirants. Let him introduce himself and compare. Just keep the horse.
Yes, my name is Mesha Kuma, very serious presidential contender, 2027. Yes.
Okay, so I think you had something which the president said.
Yes.
But you don't have a competitor. The competitor who was there, he died.
No.
How do you receive that?
Okay, I think with Ruto, he took oath to protect and defend Kenyans. Okay. This is not the time to politic. This is the time to work for Kenyans. 2027, let what you've done for Kenyans work for you. Yes. Going into early politics will not justify you to be elected as a president. So I'm telling Mr. Ruto that Raila may have gone, which we say poorly to the family, but we still have Kenyans who feel that he's not delivering. He's not committed to his agenda that he promised Kenyans. Because as he said that he will go for the poor, the mama mboga, and watu wa pikipiki. Today he's dining with the dynasties that he was opposing. So he's slid away from the objective that he swore to protect the poor Kenyans. So Ruto must work for Kenya, leave politics, because we are coming for you. This time your tools of trade is to steal. You not steal our votes. You've seen the Gen Zs, we are still in the streets. We know that education system is rotten, health sector is rotten. Everything, nothing is working at all. So please leave politics. Today I've received a very sad news about the late Betty Bayo, the decorated gospel artist in Kenya. I'm told that this lady was taken to an hospital, and since he didn't have money, he was left till morning for the deposit to be done so that the medication could start. Where was Shah? Where was Shah? So I'm telling Ruto, it's so disappointing. In fact, I believe with that family. So if he's shouting that Shah is working, why do these people admit Betty Bayo? He's always said that no doctor, no hospital, medical facilities allowed to detain patients. Most medical facilities are detaining patients because of non-payment of they can't pay the cost of medication. So Mr. Ruto, leave politics, you go work, wait for 2027. I will take you home. You are going home, you not steal our votes. You are going home. Okay. Yes.
So you have just mentioned, we have not made it there, but okay, unfortunately, you have just brought it earlier about the Betty Bayo. Betty Bayo was in the hospital, but unfortunately, the doctor did not attend him because he had not deposited the amount which was required.
The deposit,
The deposit,
Yes, sir.
But I think on Shah, there was another debate with one of our colleagues. Therefore, they say that Shah pays only the big bills.
But these are big bills. Deposit of 260,000, that's a big deal, big deal already.
Maybe to Shah, it's not that big.
No.
We don't know the exact amount which Shah pays. But maybe according to the statements that the smaller bills are just category. You have to pay them in cash.
Okay.
Shah pays the huge amount. I don't know if it's in terms of...
Let me take you back. Recently we saw Sonko. This is something that is in the domain. Yeah. We saw Sonko of setting bills of mothers that have been retained in Mama Lucy and Kenyatta. They've been retained there, they've been treated, but since they could not pay, they were told to stay there till they pay so they can be left out. These bills are running 10,000, 20,000, 15,000. So when you say 260 is small, what about 10,000, 20,000? These women, you saw Sonko paying for them. Exactly. Yes. So Shah is just a graft tool by Ruto to steal from Kenyans.
So according to you, Shah is one of the failures of William Ruto?
That was a big failure. tools of corruption of Ruto, because it is obvious. Look at that lady. Did he have to die? He didn't have to die. Look, we saw Sonko offsetting bills of ladies. A lady that have stayed in Kenyatta for 2 weeks, 3 weeks after giving birth. That's very wrong. That's indignity. Yes.
But I think there's something which is called it's economy, something like something social worker.
Yes.
So when people fail to pay or to pay the bills in hospital, sometimes they just the social workers, they're just working for the government, and then maybe after working for the government for a while, it just pays for their bills. So I don't know, maybe the people who maybe just stayed in the hospital for a long time, it's because they don't want to register to social worker for them to work with the government because they're failed to pay.
No, most of them have registered. You know, we have a government that never cares for the poor. He cares only for the rich. Yes, we are told that this share was meant for everybody, to treat everybody equally. So long as you subscribe to it, it was a good facility. As the way Ruto knows how to talk. He's sweet to talk us. He says share was good, shift was good. Today, our mothers are suffering. Yes, you saw the other day in Marakwet where a father, slight health incidences like snake bite, a mother had to die. A mother who is pregnant had to die because of her snake bite. That's a slight health incidence. Where was government? Where was this share? So what you're saying is that all these policies, Ruto just know how to sweet talk people, but they never work for the people. Go on the ground. I'm challenging Ruto today. Go to the hospitals. Recently, you saw Sonko doing it in Mama Lucy and doing it in Kenyatta Hospital. You get yourself, get to Siaya, go to Oloitoktok, go to Marsabit, go to Namanga, visit hospitals yourself. Don't depend on your people. Even your advisors, you go there yourself to feel these things. But this thing we're telling you, they're on the ground. The mothers are suffering. Our young kids are suffering. The health system, the health care is good. But now the tools that you brought in to help Kenyans like SHA, these things are not working. Yes. Recently we saw the CEO of SHA, Masi Mwangangi, that he had to use 77 million to recover 17 million. Yes, 77 million to recover 17 million. This is the CEO of SHA. 17 million. This is SHA.
Where did he get 60 million to add on top of the one?
60 million. No, apparently he paid the legal team to get back the 17 million. Imagine. Yes, and it was in the press everywhere. So Ruto talks about external corruption, but not internal corruption. His people are stealing. The Sudis are stealing. They're stealing people's money. His CEOs, the ministers, the MPs, they're stealing. But he's not talking about them. He's only talking about the outsiders. Recently he mentioned St. Mary's in Mumias. He mentioned this one in Langata, that they owe him. So, yes, but why they are stealing? But what about your people who is inside here in the SHA system? They are stealing in the system. Yes.
But I heard that most of the hospitals which were closed, some politicians came out and said that they were closed politically. It wasn't that the hospital was stealing from the SHA. There was some rumors that just like the MP from Kipchirchir,
yes,
His Excellency Duarte said that he had closed his hospital. Then from there, Kibageni said that it was just a political. You don't own hospital in Kenya.
All these things are politics. How many ghost hospitals have you heard about? We have ghost hospitals raking in billions of money. The other day you saw this guy called, director in forensic, in SHA. This guy who exposed 1,300 hospitals who are raking in billions of money. Billions of money. So what we are saying, this is all just politics. These are all politics. Yes, because we have ghost hospitals. These ghost hospitals are for these people, Ruto's friends. So there's nothing. SHA is not working. Let's get back to the table. Let's do some review on SHA. Let Kenyans get health care. These Kenyans, they don't have a problem. They don't have a problem. Just fix for them SHA, education system. Kenyans are very hardworking. They're very hardworking. Just fix education system, health and security. Things will work for them. They'll give you a kura. Yes.
There's one of our colleagues saying just see the camera. I'm just on the chat. And as well as if you are just following us, we are just live from the city of Nairobi, Koinange Street, Starehe Hotel. You have just joined us now. Guys, just to continue, share the live. Share the live. Just to continue. So, you have just mentioned among the various, but there's a very lot, but you are, I know that you won't congratulate him in any way since maybe you might the opponent. On your side, you have just said that there's nothing he has done to Kenya. And that's why Kenya is just watching the Taranta Stadium. It is just 70, is it 45 or something? That percentage complete.
No, talent is a good idea. I love a good idea. No. You know, you give credit where it's worth. Talent is a good idea. But that thing is overpriced. That thing is overpriced. Secondly, we have an hotel, 7-star hotel in Ngong Forest, in Karen Forest, as a kickback for Ruto. These are things that are there in social room, so in public domain. Yes. So he's using this project to steal from Kenyans. That's the problem. Talent is a good idea. Nobody will oppose that. But why use all money put there to benefit yourself?
So the hotel which is in Ngong Forest is for Ruto?
It's for Ruto.
You have it? That's what it is?
Huh?
You have it? Is there evidence?
Yes, we have evidence. We have evidence. We have evidence. Okay. Yes. Even Gachagua told him, no, but we have evidence. We can show you. Yes. So these are kickbacks. Yes. Do the right thing. Build Kenya. Use the constitution. The constitution is very clear on integrity. The constitution is very clear on accountability, social justice. All things are in the constitution. So these Kenyans, they only need services from Ruto. Services from Ruto. Yes. Yesterday he was bragging about that Kenyans today we have 600,000 employed in affordable housing.
Okay, let's go to that affordable housing.
Yes.
There's just so many rumors that the tenants in those affordable houses, they just come from one people.
From?
They're just Rutos.
Yes.
They're just infatual tenants. They're not really tenants. They're just infatual tenants. They're not the people specific who just have cuts.
Applied.
From the salaries. Is that true or is that?
No, the other time you saw in South B when Ruto in Kayaba when he was launching the affordable houses, those are complete units. Then we had people being allocated houses. Then later on, these people, they were told, no, you can now vacate. Yeah. It was there in the social media everywhere. Yes. So Ruto is a man of comedy. Ruto is an upside down man. He never said the truth. These affordable houses, how will you take somebody who's an engineer, a lawyer, somebody who's a doctor, to go and work in affordable houses? Today, imagine Kenyans, our young men and women are moving to Dubai, Qatar to look for jobs. Dubai, Qatar, the temperature is 50 degrees, while Kenya is 24. You imagine already that's a punishment. Then again, your life is at danger, risk. And they are going there. Every day we see many Kenyans who are dead brought back. But they are still facing the same pain, going there, leaving their families. These are people who are going to look for jobs outside. Again, in this modern world, we have young men and women migrating from rural to urban areas to look for jobs. Then you are saying here at affordable houses, yesterday he was bragging about 600,000. Then the next year they'll be hitting 1 million. Affordable, engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. Are you being sincere with the Kenyans? Well, their kids are working in Europe, high profile jobs, bankers, lawyers, engineers in China. But us, our children, that he promised Mama Mboga, watoto wa boda boda, they are going to Qatar. Risking their lives, leave alone temperature, risking their lives, being punished.
Do you think still the hustler slogan exists?
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It was just a bridge.
No. You know, I've always told you Ruto is always an upside man. He never talks the real. He loves comedy. Because like even in the Bible that he reads, I've always seen him building a church in his state house and also calling church meetings. The Bible says in the book of Jeremiah 29:11, I have plans for you, plans to prosper you, to give you future and hope. This is the Bible. So I don't know which Bible does Ruto read. Does he read the Bible upside down? Because our people, our boys, our young boys have no future. They are futureless. Their dreams are being cut short because of poor government of Ruto. Ruto is one man. During Uru's time, we used to say state capture. Today we say Ruto capture. He has captured everything. He has captured everything. Tenders and deals are being done in corridors, are being done in shadows. They are being done in hideouts, in lodgings. You as a Kenyan from Kisii or Marsabit or Siaya or Namanga, can you go fairly and win at a tender when you have all the qualifications?
There are a lot of fees which the tender required. Sometimes you just hear that there's 1 million non-refundable.
Yes, and it's a requirement, it's mandatory. So only their friends and kids. That's why even this tender, they do them in the lodgings, they do them in the hideouts. Yes, so Ruto is not sincere with the leading Kenyans. All the promises, 3 years. Look at Traore, what he has done there, 3 years. Compared with Ruto, what has done 3 years? Nothing to feel for. The other time he was beating his chest about he's the most learned. And you want to change the Kenyans. How? You don't praise yourself. Let through your achievements, experiences, let them Kenyans themselves praise you. But you don't climb a tree praising yourself. Do for them the best. Let them praise you out of the achievement that you've given them. Yes, so my advice to Ruto, listen to Kenya, go down to Kenya, go to hospitals, go to schools, go to labor. Today we have watchmen going 6 months without being paid. Watchmen, 6 months without being paid. Maids, some are being hurt, some are not paid, they are being dismissed. In the Solera you go. These are the people who said, no, when I get there, I'll be with you. He's left them. He's now dining with the dynasties. The other time we saw Baringo, senator. He's bought him to join the government. And the people of Baringo wanted Gideon Moi. So already he's destroying even democracy, effective representation, just to fulfill his own selfish interests. So Ruto is not the right person to lead this country.
Do you think it's a destiny? When these people come to power, they just promise a lot. They even promise things which they know but themselves that they cannot fulfill. But unfortunately, you just promise things. You being one of the aspirants as well as you also aiming on that seat. Is that similar thing maybe? I most like it's just a similar thing which most leaders have definitely do.
You know what? The Constitution is very clear. Constitution is the guiding document. If you want any prosperity, as you've heard from the Bible, the scripture I've read, I have good plans for you to prosper Kenyans, to have good future, and hopes. Just follow the Constitution. It has the equity, you have equity, equality, social justice. All these things have been enshrined in the Constitution. The only problem with our leaders when they get to power, they start now competing with those that were there before. It's about accumulating wealth and solidifying their positions. Because the struggle in Kenya today is between what's best for Kenyans and what's good for few families. The kingdoms, the dynasties. That's why you see Ruto was elected, because he said, no, you will stand with the hustlers. Because Kenya was tied with dynasties, but now he's coming back. So he's left. Yes, he's brought in Moi, he has brought in Raila, he's brought in Uhuru, which is very wrong, according to his promises. So he's not even consistent with his agenda that he gave us when he was campaigning. You know? Now, instead of delivering to Kenyans, now, yesterday you heard, I have boys, 2 boys in grade 9. They've done an exam. They're supposed to be to join senior secondary. You heard that nationally we have 100 national schools. 100. Well, the students that did exam in grade 9, they are 1.4 million. 1.4 million. Where will the rest go? You know, national school means that it has well-established, equipped school. It has the right infrastructure. It has electricity. It has the right lab with lab technicians. The other school doesn't have those things. So where will the other students go? Where will they go? So already their rights have been deprived. Do you expect in the next 10 years to be the same with others? They won't be the same with others. That's why they're going throwing in Dubai, Qatar, looking for jobs. Some are dying in Iraq. While people and others are going to affordable for Ruto to build Mujengo. He has a degree and masters. Yes. Today, we have teachers who are qualified. They have bachelors in education, but they are retiring before going to the class, even to teach. The reason, Ruto is not hiring them. He has no money. He has no money. Ruto is a liar.
We pay taxes every day.
Taxes.
Where does the taxes go?
Taxes, wastages and corruption.
How?
The other time you heard of the e-citizen, it's owned by somebody. The money gets to somebody's pocket, not to the government.
Was it not propaganda?
No, it was real. The other time, these things are the social media, my friend. You need to get to read these things. When principals were being forced to surrender so that parents can pay school fees through e-citizen, they refused. They refused. Yes, and they went to court, and the court overturned that. So Ruto is doing business with Kenyans. That's what I want to overturn as a president of the Republic of Kenya. I want to bring back the spirit of constitutionalism. Every employee of the government must follow the law. We saw China, former Minister of Agriculture, being given death penalty because of misuse of office and corruption. Death penalty.
You think China's democracy, there come a time whereby Kenya would be such a democracy?
No, it only needs honest, sincere, and competent and focused leadership. Then we can get there. Because when Jinping, the president of China, when he was joining government in 2012, one of his campaign was against corruption. Top military officers were arrested. Some even were convicted because of corruption. Yes, but in Kenya, once you steal, you are part of the system. Politics has taken over. Do you know today, I can't even go to Uhuru Park, Orange Road, do a flat in Uhuru Park, just and write it Ruta Tukuzwe or Tutam. Even this year will not be on my case. But just say one time and you are in Garissa, they'll mobilize all the resources and come for you there. Yes. So politics have taken over governance. Politics have taken over administration of our country. Yes. So it's no longer the constitution. It's about the myths, the superstitions, and the oath of Ruto that rules this country. When a police officer comes to arrest you, order from above. Order from above, already you've altered the constitution. Yes, that police officer is powerless. So Ruto has failed Kenyans. We're only giving him time. Even if he changes, he cannot change. Ruto is like this John 10:10. The enemy came to destroy, to kill, and to steal. They never read about that. They never read about that. So Ruto must go home. Ruto is one term. He has failed Kenyans. Kenyans are tired everywhere. There's nowhere Ruto can get a vote. Nowhere. Even in Rift Valley, cannot get a vote.
So there's a lot of failures which I've just mentioned of Ruto.
Yeah.
So according to there's a day when Ruto said that utakuwa rais siku moja utafanya hayo mambo yenye unaniambia nifanye. So what if you're given that power privilege line now, as you now has mentioned? Now you are the president of this country. So among the figures we have just mentioned, do you think that you want to do everything with the payments 100%? I will try. Even if not 100%, I'll do 80%. Because about the constitution and we have enough resources. You remember when Ruto got to power, there was a price increase on almost everything.
And there was a dissatisfaction by Kenyans. They was expressing it everywhere in the social media. Then he called a press conference and he said, no, I don't want to go borrow outside. The taxes that have increased, this time I'm not going to borrow outside. I'll just get it from here. Now he's borrowing day and night. China, Europe, America, everywhere. So Ruto cannot be trusted.
But if you can just see where the dollar was when he came to office, it was something 160 something. And right now the dollar is 128. Has he not done something wrong?
I don't credit Ruto with anything because dollar is about resilience of Kenyans. Kenyans are very resilient. Kenyans are very hardworking. Kenyans are like bees. Kenyans move in the fields, in the forest, looking for pollen grains. Once they feel the honey jar, the problem now is who is coming to distribute this honey jar to us now? Now these societies, they come in, the group to come to distribute it for us. After sweating, going everywhere, looking for the pollen grains, looking for the flowers to fill the honey jar, now they come. They fight for it. Then they eat the whole of it. We only feel the crumbs falling down while they are up there. So leadership of Kenyans needs a honest person, sincere, somebody has a clear vision for this country, who will use the constitution to steer Kenya ahead.
You know, some of those powers we just speak before getting those powers. But when the powers lands on your hand, completely things change.
No, things can't change because we've seen it in Africa, we've seen it Traore there, we've seen it in this Nandia, this guy, this lady, Nandi, the lady that was elected in Namibia. Yes? Within 1 year, he has paid $750 million, the debt, within 1 year. Yes.
Okay, let's go to the debt. Do you think, I think you have got one account, the consolidated account.
Yes.
So do you think if these organizations and the NGOs, not NGOs, this government institutes, what if they join and they maybe just now say that they'll fall in e-citizen, from the e-citizen banks in consolidated accounts? So if corruption is just kept aside, the money in consolidated, which is just being corrected per month or by year, do you think the loans which we have, we want to reduce them or it's just where we can add more effort?
The problem is political goodwill. I've just told you that today I can go to Uhuru Park, do a flat, niandike tu Ruto atukuzwe. They say we want to come even there. But so long as you go to Maralal, just try one term, all the government resources will be mobilized against you. You remember the Juang thing. So the problem is political goodwill. Ruto is calling out those who are stealing from outside, like hospitals, but he's not calling out those who are stealing from within the government, the Sudis, the ministers. These people, you're not calling them. You remember the time of Moi, we had Chris Murigaru, we had Minister of Finance, Muiraria. They were forced to resign. Barabara. Wakati wa Ruto umeona nani ametoka? Wote wanakula na ukupale ndani. Unaona, ukipiga serikali, they come for you.
You think that they are protected?
They are protected. You know, in Ruto's government where we have people who are supposed to serving life sentences in Committee Maximum Miracle Center,
But stay in offices.
but they are in offices. People who are supposed to be in Mathare Mental University, mental cases, university, but they are serving the government. Hao ndio tax collectors, hao ndio advisory wa serikali, hao ndio policy formulators. Because even when you look at the composition of the government, the nominations, the administration, these people are not competent. They are not competent enough. But because of loyalty, they are there. Yes. Because of loyalty, they are there. The function of a women rep is to defend and protect the girl child. The other time you saw students who were supposed to recite a poem against the government, the Butere girls in Nakuru, being shot tear gas. This is a girl child. Did you see women rep coming around and condemning that action? They didn't come. The function of a women rep is to protect and defend girl child. Yes. Even when you get a girl somewhere suffering, is not going to school, tell him to visit women rep's office. That's the work of a women rep. But they did not come out to condemn because they are part of the system. So the problem is the political goodwill. That's why you see 2010 constitution separated politics and governance. The MP was not to be an MP, and a minister to be a minister. A president ceased to be an MP to be a so that the politics should not overtake administration. But unfortunately, Ruto has backtracked on all these gains of 2010 constitution. Now politics calls the shots. Politics calls the shot. So it's time for us, in my governance, we shall make sure that Kenyans in administration, every form of administration, the law must be followed. We'll put in the competent people who are honest, and you have to declare your wealth, the source of wealth first. We will put money in education, we will put money in health sector, because as I've told you, our women are very active. The only problem is when their children cannot get robust health care, or they cannot go to school, they feel bad. They feel bad. So just put money. Put money in industries. Industries are closing down. Let me take you back when I was growing. When I was growing back, we had, I loved football, local Premier League. During my heydays, we had Nzoia Sugar Football Club, Mumias, we had Panepepa, we had Eldoret KCC, we had Rivertex, we had Kencom, we had Railway Football Club. They were like 30. This industry had enough. They could even pay players and their welfare. Today, all these industries, at Rivertex, Juzo Mefunga, these industries are non-existent. Mumias Sugar used to be one of the premium shares in the stock exchange. In fact, it was trading at 380. All these industries fell down under the watch of successive government, and Ruto has made it worse. Ruto has made it worse.
Okay, the simple which Ruto just came out with the president, just to say that, okay, he's on the process of all the, we just wanted to privatize some of the government things. Do you think that one will help Kenyans raise taxes and make all push the economy?
You know, my only concern, no, there are some that need to be solved, but if they are done in the right way, according to the constitution. Because some of these parastatals are being sold to the friends of Ruto. That's where the problem is. The same criminals, the same cartels, the same swindlers, rapists, the same land grabbers. They have no need, the need of the people at their heart. You know, the problem in Kenya today is when you have a dysfunctional government, you have a dysfunctional environment. A dysfunctional environment, now we have the vigilante group taking over security, giving out security, distributing water, quacks taking over healthcare, quacks taking over education. When quacks and vigilante groups take over services, which the government is supposed to provide, now they operate under a lawless environment. They don't follow the constitution. And we expect Kenyans' dignity and security to be compromised. Because now these are the quacks now running the government. The government has failed. Because a dysfunctional government, the product is a dysfunctional environment. The environment is dysfunctional. No refuse collection, no water, nothing is working. Like now today, do you know the same infrastructure, sewer and water infrastructure that the Muzungu left are the same one we are using today?
Serious?
Yes. How many buildings are being built today? How many buildings are being built every day? Many. Look at these flats in Isilia and the Ngong Road. Every day. Still Sasomwa Dam. The same infrastructure that Muzungu left. The sewer line that Muzungu left. Do you think you're putting pressure on that infrastructure? Go to Isilia, how many buildings are being yes. Go to industrial area. You are bringing too much pressure. What is Ruto doing about these things? That's why when it rains, it floods everywhere. The lake, we have lake everywhere.
Okay, about the flooding, yeah? Is it a national government job or a county work?
It's a county. It's a county.
So Ruto should not be campaigned on that?
No. As a leader, you should provide policy frameworks and share, because these people, they interdepend. Yes? Recently, we had some services being given to the national government, you saw, from Sakaja to the national government. Even wakati wa Uhuru, kuna services zilipatiwa, unaona? Yes, because Nairobi is the capital city, and the houses, all government institutions, in fact, if UN and everything are in Nairobi here. Yes, so the government must chip in. That's the last time when there was a vacuum with Sonko, they had in Mbadi, the military officer. So now, recently, the other services that were again delegated to the national government. Yes. So, all these failures are because of leadership. As a leader, even in your family, once you put the right policies in place, your kids will follow. The laws, they'll follow. But Ruto has failed. He's just stealing left and right, preaching comedy. Ruto is a comedian, a big comedian. Ruto is a big comedian. So in my presidency, I'll make sure the law works. There'll be no order from above. Let me give you an incident where the day of Mazingira Day, that's 10/10, I was arrested around Afya Center. There was a young boy who was handcuffed by the police officers. These police officers, they were in plain uniform. And the people surrounded the boy who was handcuffed. They were saying, no, this guy is innocent. He has a trolley here. He also operate for us here. But the police were insisting, no, this guy is a criminal. Yes, and they handcuffed him. So I went and faced the police. Then they introduced themselves to me. They're from Kamkuji police station. Then I told them, no, why are you handcuffing the boy and the whole public is around the boy? They are complaining, no, this boy is innocent. And I forced them, they removed the pingo from the body, from the hands. Do you know, within that moment, they called our enforcement just to arrest me. Reason? Boss. The reason that they wrote at Kamkuji police station. The reason? I destroyed the handcuff. I incited the public. I assaulted the police officers. Something that didn't even happen. Me. When I went there, I heard the story from the boys who were arrested there. Do you know today, you are arrested in the street, nothing, you are innocent, you are taken to the cells, you remove one of your shoe, the belt, and your phone. You get in, you don't communicate with anybody. Nobody knows where you are. They don't even allow you to communicate. Cash bail is your right. They don't allow you to, they don't even tell you about cash bail.
Maybe some of us don't know our constitutional rights.
When you know, they crush you. Because, you know, justice is administered in Kenya through emotions, through revenge, through politics. There's no justice in Kenya. As a poor person, there's no justice. They do it through revenge. When you hear even the police officers, the Kamkuji police station, in fact, the Kamkuji police station, the office, the OCPD and the OCS, they have no reason. Yes, they have no reason to arrest you. You are supposed to be told your rights. Cash bail, ukiingia hapa inafaa utoke na cash bail ya pesa fulani, ukuje kesho. Wao wanakujaza ndani, toa belt, we mkuruto toa belt, toa saa, toa viatu, ingia ndani. No communication even from your friends. Nobody knows where you are. You are kept incommunicado. Nobody knows where you are, which is very, very painful. And we are talking about sovereignty of Kenya. Boss, we have not reached there. We've not reached there. You've had human rights who are abducted in Uganda. In Kenya here, they've been abducted. In Tanzania, they've been abducted. Have you heard from Ruto's government what they're saying? No, they support them. They support them 100%. Let them killed. You heard the senator saying that those people arrested, even in Tanzania, they're supposed to be detained there. They're not supposed to be left. So this is a government we're talking about justice. Justice for the poor. So, my friend, it's time for Ruto to go home. And I pity him. I've seen him politicking. Instead of delivered to Kenya, he's moving around politicking everywhere. We are supposed to do politics. You deliver to Kenyans. We are coming for you, Ruto. We are coming for you. Your tools of winning, stealing, yote imefika mwisho. Hiyo mambo ya bandia ya Bible, sijui ati wewe ni Mkristo bandia, hiyo yote imefika mwisho. It's time to take you head on and take you home.
This thing of East Africa presidents that they are working together to silence the critics. Do you buy that?
It's true because, you know, you've just seen it, Tanzania. You know, Salimia Suluhu is a student of Ruto and Museveni. So it's only that the student did it more than the teachers. He went more than the teachers. Yes, but that's how they survive. If you promise Kenyans that I'm going to do this and this and this and this, you've not done it. So the public are against you. What do? You steal because you are no longer popular. So you threaten people, you kill, you abduct them because you are unpopular. So for you to win with popularity, you have to kill them. You saw what Samia is doing in Tanzania. How do you win by 98%? 98%, then you are going to take an oath in military barracks. Why don't you take an oath before the people? See, these people, 98% voted for you. Why do you go to military barracks? Why are you afraid of them? Why do you go to military? See, 98%, that means you, 98%, they trust you.
They are behind you.
Why don't you go to Dar es Salaam National Stadium? Go to Dar es Salaam National Stadium, let these people come in. So when you see him doing such things, it's because they fear. They are no longer popular. The things they are doing are bad. They are abducting Kenya. They are killing Kenyans. They don't care. They don't deliver. Healthcare don't work. Education system not working. Nothing is working. So that's why they have popularity. They have to divert the will of the people. Yes.
And as well as there's something which the general, Bobby calls him General Museveni, but it's just the president of Uganda. So just to say that the two abductees whom we had abducted from Kenya, the Kenyan, the Nicholas Oyo and the Bob Njagi, he had said that he had kept them in a fridge. And as well as Bobby Wine also said that that's what's wanting. It's just a normal routine. They are just been abducting people after arresting you. If you are just criticizing him, he just takes you into a room which is very cold with ice and so on, and then you just being held there. But yesterday when we had an interview with the foreign affairs minister, His Excellency Mudavadi denied that. He said that it was just a mockery. That President Museveni does not keep people in fridges. It was just making a mockery. And the person who said that was the person who had held these people. Do you think Mudavadi was protecting Museveni?
You know, these people, they work in Communicado. These people, you know, when you see a drunk person, never underestimate the words of a drunk person, especially if they've always helped in a way. The words of a drunk person are always very powerful. They know what they are doing. When you see Museveni saying such a thing, they know that there's something they've been doing. The other day you saw Besigye being arrested in Kenya, in our soil, without our security apparatus. Knowing. That means they have a freeway to come, do their thing, then go there. Besigye was arrested, taken to military court also. Till today. Even he was refused to come, and even his friend, long-time friend Raila, to come and bury Raila. So what I'm saying that there's a rot in administration in Africa. The African heads believe that it's only through abduction, threats, killing, that's the only way they will hold on to power. The democracy is a threat. The democracy is vulnerable. And we have to revive democracy. Because when you leave these leaders like this, Kenya, there's no future. You know, when Raila died and we buried him, Raila died with the democracy in Kenya. Today, he could have called out Museveni and called out Samia Suluhu. Call them out and tell them, no, this is wrong. You are destroying democracy. The spirit of Pan-Africanism, you people, you are setting it back. So, what we are saying is that African leadership, we need strong activism, strong opposition to come up. It's high time the opposition should come up. I know there are threats, there are coercions, abductions, but we need to come out. Because this is the only way. Because government fears noise. Government fears noise. So those conditions that those activists were kept, those are real. You've heard them even saying that they are coming to take Indian Ocean. I told you the words of a drunken person, especially somebody who helps you, never undermine them. Because Uganda, you remember during the Gen Z's protest, yeah? Our Gen Z's overpowered the police. So the Uganda military came in, disguised our Kenya police, just to help them stop Kenyans from the streets. You know that? Then again, you know we have a significant power that we borrow from Uganda. Stima. Stima. Kuna stima tunatoa Uganda. So Uganda, if they want to beat us, si wanazima tu stima huko Western. In the next two hours, watakuwa wamefika Nairobi. Kama tujui. Sasa niambie polisi gani Ruto anatengeneza? Polisi gani? Uganda can beat us bwana. They know, those people they know us. Kama security yao inaweza kuja hapa ichukue basic na tujui. Can't happen in any other country.
Here there are NSIS, there are a lot of security agents, a lot of investigation, there are DCIs, the CIDs and so forth. And, do you think that coming to a place like Haringa, it's just a year declaration also? And just pick somebody from there. There's a time which we went there, it's just an open place. They just pick him on the road. Just for them there, they just enter in. So do you think that somebody can come from somewhere without the security of Kenya knowing, without the top ranking person there on top knowing that there are people coming from a foreign country, picking their person from here who entered to Kenya legally with all the documents, without the government knowing, transporting him over 500 kilometers to see a border, without the government, Kenyan government knowing, and taking him to Uganda. Do you think that one is possible? That these all things can happen in darkness without the government and its all mercenaries and its all security powers knowing?
You know, government, they knew all this. Yes, they knew all this. That's why they had to turn a blind eye, because they know in future, 2027 elections not far. So they need the help of these people. I told you we use Uganda security sometimes in when there's civil disobedience in Kenya. We use them. They give us power. Stima tunatoa Uganda bado. Kuna sehemu za Western ziko na stima Uganda. So they know our weaknesses. A friend who lends you something, they know your weakness. Zamani when you were young, tulikuwa naomba viatu, nguo kwa marafiki. Baadaye jamaa kisha leo nasikia vile naongea, naona jamaa tu anakuongeleza. Bwana nguo yangu utarudisha saa ngapi? So the same thing with Uganda. Uganda, they give us electricity. Sometimes they give us military. Yes. So they know us in and out. Yes. And you know when you go to war, the first thing you do is electricity, infrastructure. Then the airport. So they know. They switch off their light. The next 2 days they are in Nairobi. What will you do? Yes. So those people are not they are not drunk. They know what they are saying. Yes, they know what they are saying. There's a weakness in Kenya security. There's a weakness in immigration because of our own politics, bad politics. Yes. We'll do anything. We'll compromise anything. Even for life of Kenyan, we'll compromise. Just for the purposes, I win an election. How many times our brothers from Migingo, brothers or sisters, are arrested, their boats are seized, they're forced to eat raw fish. Eh? They're taken to Uganda court. The government never say anything. Never say anything. Kenyans were never protected by our government. You saw what happened in Tanzania. Kenyans were being targeted. They were killed so many. En masses. So many. We have teachers, so many teachers in Tanzania. We have businessmen in Tanzania. They were killed. Have you heard our Kenyan taking a bold step? We've had our boys, young boys and girls in Qatar, in Dubai, UAE being killed and brought back. Have you heard our government saying anything? They never say anything. So long as because they know they have a deal with those people. When they steal, those people protect them. The other day you saw the Sudan force. They were here in northern Kenya. The Al-Shabaab have taken over northern Kenya. And these were confessions from the local administration, the governor himself. They are in our country here. Have you heard our Have you heard our president talking? Immigration talking, they've been given money. They've been given money. So when politics, Kenya politics takes center stage, it's called political dominance, political patronage. Even the constitution takes a backstage. When the politics come up, the constitution takes a backstage. That's why a police officer will come and arrest you, order from above. Order from above already, the constitution have been compromised. So Kenyans, we are protected by ourselves. There's no leader. Hata uende Uganda upigwe sahi. Hakuna Kenya watashughulika. It's about politics. Politics ya Kenya bwana.
Okay, let's now chip into the whole political, the whole presidential race. There are other houses apart from now you and the president. There are other houses who are calling themselves the United Opposition. And that's why there's another one which is called Kenya Kwanza. There's another one, the one for Wamosoba, the Sifuna, and from Embakasi East, owino.
Yeah.
So according to you, you know, okay, this the opposition, the United Opposition, are united for one agenda. Since they say that the agenda is the one time, we just want to make a President William Ruto one time. And on you are on yourself, you are on the same race. Are you planning to join them, or you're just on your own race?
Okay, partnership is about value addition. When you come together and there's a value for us to share, then you can add some value in my speed. I'll be the happiest in the world. My only concern is that the United Opposition, they are putting their interest very fast. They are fast than Kenyans. Yes, the other time I had Honorable former Vice President Gachagua saying that he has 6 million votes. I have 6 million votes. What are you doing for these people? Are you selling these people? What are you doing for them? You know, leadership is about achievements, experiences. What have you done for these people? Are you selling your people? So the unity, I'll fault that unity because I was in some nitty-gritty of that unity that Kalonzo have agreed to give Gachagua 50% of cabinet, 50% of ambassadors, 50% of PSS. This thing is all wrong. So where are other communities? If already you've given one community 50%, the Ogiek will get what? The Luos, the Luyas. What will they get? The Elmolos. Well, what will they get? So we are selling our country. So it's about our interest. So what I'm saying is that the United Opposition, we need to put our interest behind and put Kenyans' interest first. Don't sell our people. Don't begin to earn for yourself. It's time to take, when you say we are taking Ruto home, it's about, Ruto has not delivered to Kenyans. That's why we need to take it home. Who is coming? Are you promised to deliver to Kenyans, to follow the constitution and give them what they desire? That's what we are saying. It's not about ourselves. So the opposition will fault you. Then again, Gachagua, you need to be in Maralal. You need to be in Pokot. You need to be in Malindi. You are a leader of Kenya. You want presidency, you need to be Namanga, you need to be Oloitoktok, everywhere. Not only 6 million from Mount Kenya, Murima. Tafadhali, we need to be everywhere, please. We need to be everywhere. Let's talk against the ills of Ruto. Ills of Ruto. Sio kutembea niko na 6 million. See, ills of Ruto. The healthcare is not working. Education system is not working. The infrastructure, road infrastructure, nothing is working. So, there's no water. Umejua like Nairobi. Nairobi city 30% ndiko na maji, 70% haina maji. Haina maji.
The other time when he was governor, was complaining that the Muranga water comes to Nairobi. Instead of water from Muranga receiving that water, the Nairobian people are the ones using water.
So,
you want to say that hii inaitangwa aje?
Sasumada.
Where does our water comes from in Nairobi?
Sasumada.
Okay. Do you want to say that our dam does not supply enough water to Nairobi?
The water is, we have limited water. We need several dams, like 10 dams. We need like 10 dams. One dam cannot supply. How many, today, do you know how many houses are being built in a day? Almost 100. You've seen them. Yes, every day. Those houses, they are channeled in the same water infrastructure. The same water infrastructure. The same water infrastructure. The same siwa line ile Arwai. The same is all in Illinois. The same Dandora ile west where Dandora ndizo chafu yote inapelekwa. Yeah. Dandora dumping site. Are we growing? We are not growing. Governance is about growth. Governance is about development. Are we progressing? Are we progressing anywhere? We are stagnating because of bad politics. And the Constitution puts it clearly. No, let's do these things like this so that our people can benefit. I've told you about China. Is that just being honest, following the Constitution, being focused, being sincere? It doesn't matter you are my friend, you are my advisor, you are my minister. I'll give you death penalty because of misuse of office. But in Kenya, no.
You're my friend.
You're my friend. Iba. There's an MCA from Kaleleshwa nimeona leo anaibia watu huko. Wanasema kuwa he is untouchable because he's a friend of Ruto. A friend of Ruto. So the poor, where will the poor run to? Where will the poor run to? If Betty Bayo can be taken to hospital
And die because of money.
Money. You must deposit money. This is the government we have. So they are preaching water and drinking wine. They preach water, drink wine. That's Ruto for you. Ruto capture. He has captured everything. It's Oscar Sudi that are talking today. Oscar Sudi. People are supposed to be in prison. But because of a friendly regime, they jumped over the wall. They are in the government. They are the the advisors, tax collectors, all the policy formulators, rapists, swindlers, land grabbers. You know, how do we make Kenya the land of the living? That should be the question in our hearts as you go for presidency today. And that's why even I challenge the opposition, the united opposition. How do we make Kenya the land of the living? Not the land of land grabbers, not the land of inflation, not the land of debt. How do we make Kenya the land of the living? By following the Constitution, having honest, sincere, and experienced human beings who will follow the law and develop Kenya. Kenya, we need industries. We don't have industries. What defines our economy today? Unemployment, bankruptcy. Recently, we saw KCB giving out vehicles. Imagine you have a tipper or a PSV, you've paid 90%. Only 5% that vehicle is being repossessed by the bank. And you've paid 90%. So these are the definition of Ruto's economy. Bankruptcy, less industries, no jobs. Imagine an economy in a modern world today, you are still migrating from rural areas to urban areas to look for jobs, to look for government services. Are we being real? And you want to be like Singapore? Then you see him thumping his chest in the streets that, oh, I'm the learned president. I'm working. How? You don't thump your chest. You don't celebrate yourself. Let what you've done for the people celebrate you. You've seen our students when they do their KCP or KCSEs, when they emerge top, the schools comes around, the administration of the school, the students, they carry them on their shoulders, they sing, they dance with them. You see? Because of what they've done, the performance. But now Ruto is beating his chest up and he has done nothing. That's why they are planning to steal, because he's not popular. So I have to beat my chest up because I'm not popular. Waiting for 2027. When Salmia Suluhu is killing Kenyans, he cannot talk. When Kenyans are being killed and humiliated in Uganda, he cannot talk. In Saudi Arabia, he cannot talk because these are his complicity in stealing, killing the economy. So Ruto must be stopped. So I'm urging the opposition, please, let's have an agenda for Kenyans. Not agenda for myself. 6 million votes, just keep for yourself. We are not here for business. We are here for the purpose of Kenyans to fulfill their dreams.
But you have not answered me. Are you willing to join the opposition side, or you're going to go on your own?
You've not gotten me. As I started, I said, collaboration is about value addition. If you can bring value on my table, you can add to my speed, then I'll bring you on board. But if you don't share values, why do I bring you on board? So it's about value addition. That's how I started. But you didn't get to me. Yeah, so any unity is about value addition. Hata msichana ukileta, ukipata ni ula kukula tu na kuna kitu analeta, si una pale unaambia wewe kaa kando. Lakini ukikuja naona uko na dream at least. Then we can need. So I'm not ruling out joining opposition. What I'm saying that we have common agendas, the interest of Kenyans, not the interest of myself. Not the interest of myself, but the interest of Kenyans. That's what should be driving us. Yes.
Okay, I think this thing called somebody's project. We heard that Matiang'i is on this project, somebody's project. Are you also one of the projects who have just been formed from somebody?
No, me, I can't be found. Me, nobody's funding me. It's just out of goodwill because I've been born in Kenya, I've grew in Kenya, I've seen successive governments, and I just feel that when Ruto came in, I supported Ruto. I voted for Ruto because I believe he came with a unique idea, hustler. Hustler is the poor, the people who are the bottom in the economy. I was very happy. I campaigned for him. Even when you go to Bunge la Wananchi, go to one of my friends today, several of my friends, they'll tell you that. But now, I feel that the trust is running out. Ruto is not doing what he promised Kenyans. That's why I'm coming into the field, convinced that Kenya must change. So me, nobody can give me money. They've been calling me. They've been saying, no. But I'm saying no. Ouma is going to the ballot 2027 under Democratic Republican Front. Ruto must go home. Nobody can buy me. Me, I'm going for Kenyans. Wale watu wako Korokocho, wale hawana makao, wale wamama hawezi peleka watoto shule. Are you aware that today, a mother who's toiled the whole day, he comes home, looks at the shelf, looks at the fragments of foods available, he decides to go hungry and leave the kids eat so that the kids can get energy to go to school tomorrow. That's the kind of economy we have. The kind of economy where a father watches his daughter, young daughter and son, who's been bitten by a snake, die. That are slight health incidents. They watch them die. Because they cannot afford medication. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. So what I'm saying, what is pushing me is the spirit of constitutionalism. When I see people breaking the constitution, I feel bad. When I see the poor being punished, justice not being given to them, I feel very bad. I've always commended babu owino. I've always seen him go when Kenyans are arrested, the poor, he comes in, represent them. I've always commended him for that. People stand with the poor, people stand with the less privileged, those who cannot see, those who their kids cannot go to school. So my promise is I have to be at the ballot. Nobody can afford me. Only the interest of Kenyans will afford me, but not any politician. Yes, I've had so many calls from so many politicians. Kuja tuongee, kuja tufanye nini. But I've said no. Hata leo nimekuwa na mkutano pale Kitengela. Jana nilikuwa nayo pale Kajiado. Yes, and people are saying no. Ouma, you have to go for it. Meshach, you have to go for it. And I'm going for it. Ruto must go home. That's the dream and that's the reality. No matter what come my way, Ruto must go home. Yes.
Okay, maybe just wait for a conclusion. Maybe just address them, maybe just tell them what you feel that you're going to change, you're going to do in order for it to change the world, to change as well the country.
Okay. Dear Kenyans, I'm Ouma Kilion Meshach, a very serious contender, 2027 presidential candidate. I am serious everywhere. I am serious in my room, serious in the office, serious in the fields, serious everywhere. Ouma serious, very serious when it comes to administration. So I'm just urging Kenyans, please, tutoke, tuende tuchukue ID through this window, serikali imetupatia, tuchukue ID, tuchukue kura kabisa. Ikifika 2027, the only thing we can do is to take Ruto home, because I don't see where atapata kura. Sioni mali atapata kura. Sioni mali Ruto atapata kura. Nyinyi chukueni kura, muende 2027 mpige, muende nyumbani. Nimuniachie kazi yote. Opposition, naomba tafadhali mkuwe na unity of purpose, unity to protect and defend Kenyans. Wakenya wakiuliwa vile wanaanguliwa pale Tanzania, Uganda wanateswa, anaenda huko Doha, Saudi Arabia, wanaumia, hapa Kenya wanaumia. Tafadhali tukuje pamoja, tusaidie wa watu. Wengine hawezi afford vitu ndogo ndogo. hawezi afford vitu dogo dogo, and when we come together we can make Kenya a better place to be, and we'll make Ruto more frightened. The unity of opposition will make Ruto more frightened. He will even start sweating and doing the work the way it's supposed to be done. So asanteni sana na wakaribisha sana, tufanye kazi pamoja.
Okay, and as well as you are watching us from the CBD of Nairobi tonight with one of this another studio here, with one of my colleagues, Calvin, from Global News and Africa Witness and the SJM. So, if you're in the CBD and you want a place to go, relax, and have a bite, imagine having a bite at 80 shillings in the CBD of Nairobi. It's only at the Sare Hotel, Koinange Street, opposite the CJ's Hotel, just in the CBD of Nairobi. Thank you. Enjoy the next session. Thank you.